Hello everyone and welcome to yet another mail video. I am very excited because we are almost through all of the mail. We are progressing at such a rate where we're doing more mail than you guys can send it in.
Correct.
Which may just seem like a challenge to you guys. Maybe now you'll just send in more mail. But we're getting through it. Also, I don't know if I've ever kind of thrown this out there, but we open mail in the order it was postmarked. So for example, if someone over in another country sends mail on September 21st, and I say that because it's today, and someone else in like the next county over sends mail on September 21st, if we were a month behind, that mail would still be opened at the same time when it got here, even if it got like here a month later.
Your hair is a disaster.
Is it?
It's all over the place.
That's the Steve and George look. Anyway, we got some letters, so let's get started. First up is Anthony in Midlothian, Virginia.
There's Finding Nemo stamps.
Don't we get mail from Midlothian, Virginia like every week?
No.
It feels like that.
You have that.
It really feels like that. I feel like we get mail from Midlothian all the time.
Here you go.
Maybe there's Midlothian in like several states. Anyway. Oh, this one is exactly a month behind. We're catching up. We're doing good. Dear StephenMail, hi, my name is Anthony. I am a big fan of your vlogs and Let's Plays. My favorite Let's Play is your Minecraft LP. I thought it was hysterical. Have you and Mal considered doing another Minecraft LP for the Xbox 360 or a Zelda LP? Just asking. Oh, and I don't have a YouTube account. From Anthony. P.S. I've included a Sonic the Hedgehog sketch in honor of the Sonic Generations Let's Play. You see that?
You see that?
Yeah. Kinda. Oh yeah, when you lean it forward a little bit, it helps bring in like the contrast. We will not be doing a Minecraft LP on the 360 because we're pretty Minecrafted out. We'll be doing custom apps for Minecraft. However, we've been throwing around the idea of doing a Twilight Princess Let's Play. So there's that. We'll probably do that in the future. I'm excited to do it. Mm-hmm. I would be playing, Mal would be co-commentating. It would be kind of like...
We could alternate dungeons. It would be like Portal 2 single player.
Yeah. But apparently we may alternate dungeons.
I like it. It's a good game.
Okay, we might do that. Anyway, short but sweet. Anthony, thank you for the letter. Move on to the next letter. Next letter is from Kim in Finland.
A letter from Finland.
Finland! Actually, Kim sent me, I think maybe a tweet the other day. He wanted to know if I had his letter, which is reasonable because we've had a lot of these for like a month, or they've been postmarked for a month. We're getting around to it. We got them. We're doing good.
Okay, did I pull everything out of there? I did.
All kinds of stuff
Here.
from Finland.
You take that.
Finland! Finland!
Oh, it's European size paper. Cool.
Whoa.
Isn't that A1 size paper?
It's also
Is that what they
graph
call it?
paper.
Yeah.
And if it's not graph paper, then the Europeans are crazy. All right, here we go. Where's the start of this?
This one says, read these last.
Okay. It probably
and this
here.
is a signature, so.
This says finish for hello. Oh, what's that say?
I don't know.
Yerve? I assume that the J is pronounced yer instead of jur, but maybe it's jur. Gervades? Gervadize? I'm really bad at this. I'm going to show my South Carolinian heritage here. Finish for hello. And it says, finish and beginning is meant to confuse you and make you sound funny. It is translated, and most of the letter is in English. Most of the letter. All right. So here we have, at the beginning, it actually is written in Finnish. And I don't even know how to pronounce Finnish, but I will completely destroy this if you really want me to. Tali halta luant vest the vet tatu tai ainai trentsen halosun vine sorana eti tit hi sorry. To be fair, if it was like typed out, I might be able to get it better because my mind is used to looking for English, so I'm trying to figure out English, and it might be better if it was typed.
I don't even know if I know any Finnish words.
I don't think I do. Let's just move on. Just kidding. I will not write letter in Finnish because I want to get stuff through. So my name is Kim, and it seems that I live in Finland. I love to capitalize every word. The country of angry birds and Nokia phones. That's a good way to introduce Finland. I am a huge fan of your videos, started by watching your Let's Plays when you started Shadow of the Colossus, which, by the way, is third best PS2 game ever, falling short to Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 3, and 4. Currently, you're the only Let's Player out there who keeps me interested till the end, even with longer videos and games I find boring to watch otherwise. Like Skyrim, for example. I think the game is so dull to watch, but your commentary makes it so much better. I've watched every Let's Play video from you, wow, but never really touched your vlogs. But I just randomly stumbled to your day 1000 special and got instantly hooked. Started watching from the beginning and writing this letter. I'm really bad at figuring out anything original, so you may have gotten these questions before, and I am sorry about that. Sorry about bad transitions from randomness to random questions, too. I ran out of things to say. So here we go, question time. I think question time is becoming a normal thing for every letter. People want to ask questions, and this is a good way to get them through. Number 1. What do you or Mallory know about Finland?
Whenever I think of Finland, I think of the Monty Python song sketch where they sing about Finland. Finland, 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 the country where I want to be.
Would I be... when I think of Finland, I think of... what's all of the places called?
Sweden. Oh.
The...
Scandinavian.
Yeah, like
Scandinavian countries.
When I think of Finland or any of the Scandinavian countries over in that part of the world, I just think of metal. It's all I think of, because metal is really big there. So honestly, if someone says Finland, I just assume that someone has got like straight blonde hair down to their elbows, and that they're constantly going. And that's every Finnish person I've ever met.
Otherwise, I don't know.
Have you ever been here? No, obviously not, because I assume everyone looks like that and does that. Would you like to see Finland someday? Random, but always nice to ask. Well, I would like to explore the world, and obviously since I know absolutely jack about Finland, it would probably be a good idea to go and get a better idea of what's actually over there. Mm-hmm. Have you ever played any Finnish-made games other than Angry Birds? For example, Flat Out, Max Payne 1 and 2, or heard any music from Finland? Nightwish, Apocalyptic.
I played Angry Birds Space.
Yeah, I mean, once again, going along with the whole metal thing, I assume that I probably have heard of Finnish bands. I don't know Nightwish or Apocalyptic, but I tend to listen to a lot of the music, so there's a pretty good chance that I've heard something without actually knowing. And I'm embarrassed to say, but I haven't played Max Payne 1 and 2. But they're on my computer, at least on the Windows side, and I've meant to play them for a long time.
What's Flat Out? Is that the racing game?
It's a racing game.
Crash and you...
I think you're thinking of Burnout.
Maybe.
Flat Out is a racing game, I think, but it's different from Burnout. Anyway, number 2. Can't wait for the Pokemon Leaf Green LP. Why did you choose that game over, for example, the red, blue, or yellow ones? I am sure you've answered to this in some other video, but can't for my life remember where. The reason I chose Leaf Green over red, blue, and yellow was primarily because it's an updated game. It's practically the same game, but it's got better graphics. Also, I played the snot out of red, blue, and yellow, but I've never actually played through Leaf Green, so I thought it would be a good chance for me to play it while also having a general idea of what I was doing. Number 3, this again is for both you and Mal. What kind of games do you enjoy the most? Stephen seems to play quite a variety of games on his channel, but what games do you like the most? What games do you like the most? What's your favorite genre of game?
I guess RPG, if I had to, like, generalize everything.
That would be mine when I was a kid, but I've changed a lot.
I like strange games. All my favorite games are weird games.
Like Chulip and Katamari and Okage.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Monastery.
Honestly, that's a genre. That is totally a genre. There are a group of games.
Can we call them strange Japanese games that everyone wonders how they managed to make it to the US?
I think we should call them Oh Japan. That's the name of the genre.
But there's also another Oh Japan style game.
What's that?
The creepy girl, schoolgirl.
Oh no, that's different. That's dating sims.
Okay.
Completely different.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was really big into RPGs. I've kind of changed since I've grew up, even though I haven't grown up. I'm much more into first-person shooters now than I was as a kid. Especially games that put some story into the first-person shooters. Half-Life 2, fantastic game, one of my favorites. I was big into platformers as a kid, and I'm still big into platformers. I love the Donkey Kong Country games, and I think I like retro games more than I like modern games, but games where you get to explore with RPG elements. For example, Skyrim and Fallout, love those games. But RPGs have gone a little down for me. I think it's just because I don't have time to play them. And we'll go keep moving. It says, at this point, I ran out of paper and forgot all the questions I meant to ask. So if I remember any more questions while writing this, I'll ask them and make this unreadable mess, which seems like a math test with all the numbers in the middle of the text. But I think the questions are not the important part of this letter, but that this is meant to say that you have made a huge impact to my daily life, even though videos come out at like 3 a.m. here. Damn you time zones. I find myself relaxing and having fun while listening to you, and that's what quality content is in my book. I do hope that you keep doing videos in the same quality in the future, and for that, little co-op game suggestion from Finland, Trine 2. Of course it would be better if you've played Trine 1 through before 2, sequel, duh, but if not for video or Let's Play, then just play them together, especially good Lost Viking-ish puzzle platformers. Extremely gorgeous, soothing, and ambient, should totally try them out if you haven't already. Well, that's all I have to say for now. Hopefully my handwriting or English grammar isn't too awful. Hope you liked this letter from Kim. Kim, fantastic letter. I got through it just fine. You should never... it's really weird whenever we get letters from people in other countries, and they always preface their letters by being like, okay, this is not my first language. I'm really, really sorry if you can't read this. And by the time we get through them, I'm like, that was fine. You did fine. You should never introduce yourself to any like English-speaking person and be like, I'm from Finland. Like, you got it. You're A-okay. As far as doing Trine 2, actually, Trine 1 is on our 2 playlist for 2013, so I can't say if we're going to do Trine 2 for sure, but we really want to try and do Trine 1, and if the reception is good to that, then we'll probably do the sequel as well. Anyway, once again, Kim, thank you so much for the letter. Finland rocks. Thank you for the Nokia phone that I received in like 1999. And let's go on to the next letter. Next letter is from, does it say? It doesn't say, does it?
It says priority.
It's not from the U.S. because it's addressed to USA. And if it says USA, then it's not from the U.S. So maybe it's from Finland, but probably not.
No,
Mouse,
have that.
Mouse tearing it open. By the way, we put the kitties to bed because I'm sure someone's wondering where the kitties are by now.
There's some more.
It's a lick of tongue. And on it says, I'll kill you, man. I don't know why I find that so funny. Here's an IPOM, and it says, my tail is my hand, which I find funny as well. Here's Zubat, says, Donkey Kong Country returns Cave World. And, oh, that's the one, you haven't played Donkey Kong Country Returns. There's a level where all these, like, bats or something chase you and kill you. And this just says, Big Mouth on Go Bat. This is Dan? It's a gloom. This is Dan. I don't know why it's Dan, but apparently that's Dan. What's the actual letter say?
That was first.
Oh, this was first. Okay. Here's a picture of Sonic. He says, "No, you're not." And Perfect Chaos says, "I'm gonna make you fail a lot."
Oh, I'm gonna make you fail a lot. No, you're not.
Oh, this is from the Sonic Generations LP. Remember when I fought Perfect Chaos?
Yes,
and I was like,
I remember.
When I practiced this, I did it the first time because I am the best at Sonic Generations. I'm Hank Hill.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Propane and propane accessories. My wife is Peggy Hill and we have a son, Bobby. He ain't right.
Let's
I should
move
stop.
on.
Anyway, Perfect Chaos, I continued to fail over and over. So it's a little comic where I'm like, Perfect Chaos is like, I'm gonna make you fail. And Sonic's like, no. And then I have a B. And I was all upset. Anyway,
Here's your letter.
Onward to the actual letter. This is from Ireland.
Limerick.
Limerick.
I almost went there.
Dear Stephen and Mal, my name is Scott, and I am so sorry for my handwriting. I'm writing this letter to tell you how I found your videos. Like most people, I found you because of Chugga, and as soon as I finished that video, I was hooked with your vlog. Then I found out that you were doing a Skyrim LP, and I checked that out. And I would have sent you a drawing of Argyle killing a dragon, but I can't find it. Then I was hooked for life. If I remember correctly, I've included some Pokemon cards in the drawing of a part of your Sonic Generations LP. Hope you enjoy. From Scott, also known as Assume Ness Person on YouTube. P.S. Excuse my suckage drawing. No, your drawing was fine. I like the fact that people can use drawings like comics, even if they don't have amazing drawing skills. They can convey comedy.
Yeah.
Was that a really long way of saying something simple?
Yes.
Sorry. I like the fact that comics don't have to have good drawing. Should have said that. Anyway, Scott, I appreciate your letter, and your handwriting was fine. I actually read through it just fine, so you're A-okay, bro. It's late.
You're crazy today.
I am. It's the cats, man. It's the cats. You were at school.
You slept
I'm here.
all day.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Anyway, Scott and Ireland. A-okay. Ireland and Finland. Located conveniently adjacent to one another.
Sorta.
I'm not going to pull up my map graphic.
Here.
That would be bad. This letter is from Victor in North Platte, NE. What's NE? North New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
What's NH?
Oh, wait. Nebraska? Nebraska.
Why would Nebraska be NB?
Because you spelled Nebraska N-E.
They need to do it my way, doggone it. Alright. Accidentally used something with my grandfather's name in the return address. Sorry. Okay, so this person's not actually named Victor. Darn it. Dear StephenMail, first off, sorry if my handwriting is unintelligible or really tiny. People have told me both, so it's not unintelligible, but I don't know if you notice how close this is to my face right now. I'm already an old man, so this is bad.
Do you want me to read it?
If you want to, I can read it, but I gotta hold it really close. If you can read it, take over.
Also, I have to say congratulations. You are the recipients of the only letter I've ever written, ever.
Touchdown!
I just wanted my very belated congrats on your 1-year wedding anniversary and on the move. Like I said, kinda late, but better late than never, right? I recently started taking the journey, and it's slightly ridiculous how fast I'm burning through them. Yesterday I watched days 40 through 97. A little ridiculous, if I do say so myself.
Quite a lot.
I look forward to watching your videos every day. They make me smile and laugh whenever I'm feeling bad. And to quote day 86, turn my day from bad to wonderful. If a new video doesn't make me smile or chuckle, a rare occurrence, I just feign the leap until I do. Between the vlog channel and Stephen Plays, I gotta say the LPs are my favorite by a slim margin. You've given me the desire to play games I never would have played otherwise, for one reason or another. Minecraft, Earthbound, Portal series, games I haven't played in a while that I've picked up again, God of War, Donkey Kong Country, and a game that freaked me out so much it'll be a while before I play again, Amnesia. I've also become hopelessly addicted to magic because of you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Who needs crack when you have magic? I've got to say I enjoy the Skyrim LP the most. It's the reason I subscribed to Stephen Plays in the first place. It's so close to my heart. You've given me a chance to experience a game that I still have yet to play myself. I can't afford it for PS3 or 360. My parents don't want games taking up the computer memory. Sad face.
Mm. The
best thing about you, though, is that you actually interact with your...
I wonder what the word's gonna be. I wonder what the word's gonna be. I wonder what the word's gonna be. I wonder what the word's
fans.
Okay.
Which is something I've never seen or heard of in a big name YouTuber before. You read every single comment and tweet of mine and you actually respond. Maybe not everyone, but you get the point. I appreciate that so much and it makes me happy. In fact, if you're reading this on camera, which I really hope you are, we are.
No, we're not. Don't you lie. When we're done with this, we're going to throw the camera and the memory card in the ditch and burn it. And then we're going to go...
I'm not done with the sentence.
Sorry.
Rest assured that I've got a huge idiotic grin on my face, knowing that you're reading something I wrote. I also gotta say how weird it is hearing my words coming out of your mouth.
Or her mouth, really.
It says read only if on camera. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I guess all I wanted to say was thank you for all you do and keep doing it, please. If for whatever reason you're driving through Nebraska, why not make a quick stop in North...
Platte?
Platte?
Platte.
Platte. Right in between Denver, Colorado, and Omaha, Nebraska on a map. So we can meet in person. Thanks again so much for reading this letter. Sincerely, Brady. Echo Reaver Gaming on YouTube. P.S. You may be wondering about the Black Cat Magic card enclosed. That one.
Black Cat.
To put it simply, as of this writing, August 17th, you currently have no cat, so I put it in here so I could say you gave you to your first cat. As to the other two cards, I don't know whether or not you take signed cards, but here's a signed Goblin token, and a signed Zombie token. Enjoy. I know the signatures are faint. Sharpie bit the dust as I signed them.
They're in focus back here, but they're bigger here, so...
Oh no, the travesty of it.
Anyway, actually, I think Brady sent me a tweet, I believe this morning, and he said that he was nervous for us to read his letter because we were reading something that he wrote. And I was like, dog, come on. I was glad to finally read it. I'm glad to finally read a lot of these because they've been in the back room, and I feel bad because every time I go in there, I'm like, look at these letters. Yeah. Because people like write them and they're like, he's gonna read this, is gonna be great, and then a month later they're like, why hasn't he read this? Why is it late? So it's
2 months later they're like, is he ever gonna read it?
I think he's dead. These vlogs are old. So I'm glad that we're finally getting through this. But Brady, excellent letter. Thank you for the cat. Although we had this before we had the other cats. It's just the cat was stuck in a package. But it's alive and well in this card protector. Once again, thank you, Brady. We're going to move on to the last letter, although I guess I can't really call it a letter. It's kind of a gigantic package. And I feel really bad because, once again, this has been in the back room for like 2 weeks.
Watch, there's food in it.
Oh, God.
A puppy!
Yeah. I knew you guys wanted kittens.
There's a letter taped under the tape.
What?
I'm really glad I asked you to grab me my knife.
Wow, it is. That's bizarre and strange.
There's a letter. You just did the Michaela Maroney face.
It's wingdings. And you know, someone could probably decipher this. Actually, you know what? There's probably a wingding thing online where you can like take a picture of something and then upload it. I already said I wouldn't do it. I'm not doing it. Is there a translation? I hope there's a translation because I am not reading that. I'm not going to attempt that. All right, here we go. Dear Stephen, it took me about a year to finally mail this letter, and I have a lot to say. Chapter 1. I'm not kidding. It says Chapter 1. Chapter title is Stuff. I first found out about you through Fobbies Are Orange. Take that, Chucka Conroy people. I then found out about Nintendo Speaks and went to the website you had for him to see if you had anything else there, and you did. You had 2 things that I did not know about Nintendo Pins. Good job, Stephen. Bet you made millions. And that you were getting married. I was in total shock that the guy who makes videos of eating, pooping, government-issued laundromats and pretzels could possibly get married. You married that guy.
I know.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Jeez, you're crazier than I am. So I clicked the link and watched the video. I was bored for about 5 minutes because of just walking, so I didn't check out your channel. Later, a lot later, I went to your vlog again, and the video you had was when you got the letter from Australia. The woo drove me away again. So far, this letter is like, hey, I really like you. Let me tell you about all the times that you drove me away from your channel. This is bad because I'm reading this and I'm thinking, oh God, I wonder how many other people have came to the channel and been like, this guy is nuts, I ain't watching this. Then I forget why, I went back to your vlog sometime later on. I remember the latest one was you in the car and the little day thing turning up and down, displaying the day, sometime before Oh Really, but after the wedding, I think. I promised myself to not watch it until I watched all the previous ones. I got to the point where you had a summer job and stopped. In my defense, I have a very short attention span. Wow, so that was chapter 1, by the way. That was the first chapter of this letter. Chapter 2, YouTube. I have had many YouTube channels, and so you are clear they were in order. The Pokemon Channel 1000, Night Retard, Some Sandify, Mega Monkey 8000, and Mazzoni 21. All but Mazzoni 21 are gone and no longer exist, so don't bother linking them. It would be nice, however, if you would mention that I do Pokemon fact videos on my current channel, Mazzoni 21, regularly. It's really weird because I remember some of these other names.
I do too.
And I don't think about them being gone, and I certainly had no idea that you were the same person. Okay. That was chapter 2. Chapter 3, The Box. I'm going to be your favorite fan, I can tell. I've gone through all the vlogs and gotten together everything that you said not to send, and sent it.
This is really terrible.
I have also included a yellow backpack for your Nintendo. You wear Ness's clothes when you are Nintendo, just FYI. Costume. It is the only thing you are missing, so make a new one for your favorite fan. And that's the end of the letter.
Here's this.
And this says, this is from the day Jarrett was at the dorm and you got the new frame. P.S. Bill dies at the end. And
our battery light just came on.
and it's a picture of, I almost said Bill Clinton.
Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln, Bill Clinton. It kind of got the same little things going there, right?
No.
The thing is, I'm not even going to remember all of these, why they weren't supposed to be sent. Oh wait, I think it was like, don't send Washingtons or something, or money. I don't know. I'm not going to remember all of these. Next up in here is a picture of Ness and his mom, and then a picture of the baseball by his dad. It's Ness playing baseball with his dad, and his dad is a phone. If you guys can see that. I've never seen this comic before, but that's really funny. It's kind of sad actually, but it's really funny. And let's it says Evil Pikachu, and there's a bunch of duct tape wrapped around it, and it has candlesticks. Someone's gonna have to explain my own memes to me, because these are so old that I don't even understand what's going on. I mean, I'm sure that people that maybe have recently made the journey will get this. Explain it to me, because I don't even know what's going on. I don't understand what the candles are for. After you do over 1,000 blogs,
are they supposed to look like dynamite?
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking. It's supposed to be dynamite.
You ready for the next part?
Oh my god! Yeah. The poor Pikachu too. Look how thin he is. It's like a little nugget.
We got another one.
Huh? Old shoe. You're welcome.
What's on top there? It's a Kool-Aid packet.
There's a Kool-Aid packet.
It's Kool-Aid packet.
Huh?
It's opened. Like, you see how it's folded down?
Oh wow, it is an opened Kool-Aid packet. I'm kind of curious if there's something in there. An opened Kool-Aid packet. The best mail! And this says...
Egg. Oh god.
Oh god. This part I remember. This is labeled egg. There's an egg. I remember vaguely now about I was saying like stuff not to send, and I remember don't put like an egg in an old shoe or something. This is something I verbatim said. I probably said old Kool-Aid packet. Okay, Mazzoni, you're the one that masterminded this whole thing. Please comment with like the day numbers and like the times that I say this stuff, because this is funny, but I don't remember all of it. This is bizarre.
Are you ready?
Yes. Oh my god. I saw egg. The thing is, that's been in there for 2 weeks. I'm not opening that for $1 million. I will trust that there's an egg in it. Okay, so now we have some Pokemon cards here. Ness and Pooh. Here's Jeff. These are actually really funny, but it's going to be really hard for you guys to see them. But they're drawn on to look like Ness, Jeff, Pooh. Pokey, Paula, Gygus, and King. And they actually resemble the characters, which is pretty interesting. And finally,
Trying to see if there's anything in it, like eggs.
Now, isn't it bad that you have to check the mail to see if there's eggs?
This is a nice backpack.
It is a nice backpack.
There's so many pockets.
Mal's gonna use the backpack. Let's be like, I want this backpack.
I already used your SCAD bag.
Yeah, this one has more pockets than the SCAD bag. No, I think it's just a straight up new bag. This is to complete the cosplay for mother characters. Wow.
So PAX East, are you gonna go as Ness?
I totally could now because I have all of the parts.
Do you have a baseball bat?
They have a really soft foam one at Walmart for like $5.
Okay.
So I could totally do it if I really wanted to. I saw a few Nesses at PAX, which was pretty cool, but I've never cosplayed really.
It'll be your first time.
Once again, you married the guy who held a big thing of pretzels up near the camera and said, pretzels, 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 do 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 do. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Anyway, this was well thought out, and like I said, you're going to have to explain some of it to me because it's been a while. But if nothing else, thank you for the really nice backpack. Because this is a brand new backpack and it's really nice, and maybe I will be doing some cosplay. Maybe I will take my stuff to PAX East, and I'll take this backpack and I'll actually be Ness. You could do that.
I can imagine Alex's comments now.
Alex is probably watching this. He watches stuff like this. He doesn't admit it, but he does. He does watch the videos. Anyway, I guess I'll call you Mazzoni because that's the newest name. I appreciate this. This was cool. Like I said, it was very well thought out. You're gonna have to let me know about all of the references because I don't get them. But this was pretty awesome. And I will be throwing away the shoe and the egg. That was a big box. I might be able to use that box actually. You're checking. She's like
I
checking.
heard something rattle.
What is that?
It's a cotter pin.
A cotter pin? Mm-hmm. I don't think this was meant to be included.
I guess not.
Although, who knows? Don't you remember back on day 367 when I was like, damn cotter pins in the mail?
I don't think you knew it.
I don't think
I didn't think you knew those had
I've
names.
never heard of that actually.
It's real.
Damn cotter pins are in the mail. Now someone's just going to mail us a jar of these. Anyway, this has been a long mail video, but it's been pretty awesome. Glad to finally get this open and see what it was because it's been back there for 2 weeks. Thank you very much for everyone who sent in mail. All the mail was very excellent. I love to hear your letters and stories of how you found the vlog, etc. And if you want to send in mail, you can go to the top right corner of the channel page. There's an address. Send us stuff, and we will open it. Try to keep your egg sending to a minimum. This actually...
You mean to a non-existent?
Yeah, this had purpose though. This was fair. This is funny. But I'm going to have to be told what all the references were. It's going to be funny for people who recently took the journey though, because they'll probably get some of this.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
No. It's light.
Actually, that kind of feels good. Does that look good? Mm-hmm. I looked at an old mail video.
It's 11 p.m.
I mean, to be fair, we're about to make noise, but we're not going to make that much noise. Mm-hmm. We're just going to talk. Mm-hmm. My God.